Listen, honesty is the best policy sometimes. I've had a stinking start to FPL this season. Like, boy, oh boy, I've had to cash in on my free hit for this week. I've looked at the fixtures and I've thought, this is the opportunity to generate a crazy amount of points to climb back up the table. Now, in goal, I've gone for sales. Let's just call a spade a spade. Nottingham Forest this season are not the Nottingham Forest of last season, where they were compact, difficult to break down. If anything, they're going to be camped on the halfway line. They're going to concede a lot of opportunities on the transition. But I'm looking at it and thinking, at home against Sunderland, like, surely this game is in your favour when it comes to securing a clean sheet. I've gone for the 4-5-1 formation. My back four is Romero for Tottenham against Wolves. There's a few players. You could have gone for Van de Ven. You could have gone for Pedro Porro, maybe Spence or Dogi. But I look at Romero and say he's the best of both worlds. You can get defensive contributions, but you can also get offensive contributions. He chips in with the odd header, with the odd assist. And I feel like Wolves won't really trouble this Tottenham team. Next to him, I've got Vardial at home to Burnley. Once again, could have gone for Ruben Diaz. Vardial is the more expensive pick. Hence, he's more offensive. I look at Vardial and I say, if there's one Manchester City defender that can chip in with a goal or an assist, it's probably you. Hence, you cost more than somebody like Ruben Diaz. Like, how many goals did he score last season? 5, 6, 7 goals in all competitions? I feel like he's looked really good. And even from the sense of defensive contributions, he will be up there. But I feel like against Burnley, I'm mainly looking at him and thinking, just get me the clean sheet, and I hope on prayer you can get me something offensively. Next to him, Bonnie and Clyde, the brothers of destruction. The brothers of destruction when it comes to defensive contributions, Senesi and Tarkowski. Both of them have got decent-ish fixture, Bournemouth to Leeds, Everton to West Ham. But I look at both of them and say home, away, mid-table teams, top table teams, bottom half teams, they're guaranteed minimum 10 defensive contributions. And the fact that both of their fixtures are in their favour, maybe, just maybe, this is a week where both of them score more than 6 points. But I feel like both of them should be in your team regardless. The 5-man in midfield, I've gone for Semenyo. Pretty self-explanatory, the best midfielder in FPL this season. He's on penalties, he gets you goals, he gets you assists. Crazy. Last game, he even got defensive contributions. Semenyo is the complete package, and he's a player that you need to have in your team. Regardless of how much his price has gone up, you have to have somebody like Semenyo. Next to him, Kudus, 2 assists last week. I feel like he's definitely about to kick on. He still hasn't got his first Tottenham goal, but I feel like this is the week. At home to Wolves, a game that I could see Thomas Frank's Tottenham dominating. Listen, maybe this is the week where he gets his first goal. If not, I'm more than certain he will get one form of offensive contribution. Next to him, I've got Phil Foden, one of my first differentials. Now, you look at the fact that for the past 3 games, he started every single one of them in all competitions. He's getting goal contributions. He looks like the Phil Foden of 2023, 2024, the one that got 25, 30 goal contributions in the league. You look at the way Pep Guardiola is speaking about him, about how he's hungry, he's motivated. I'm so happy to have Phil Foden back on my side, ready to play. He wants to play every single game. Phil Foden for me and Erling Haaland in that central area, they are trouble to the entire league. And I look at Phil Foden and I say, this is probably the opportunity to get him for a steal price of 8 million. At home to Burnley, I'm expecting him to get me at least 10 points, at least at the minimum. Then next to him, I've got Ndai at home to West Ham. I feel like you need to always have yourself one Everton midfielder, like attacker, whether it's Grealish, Ndai, Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall is a very slept-on one, but I look at Ndai and I just say defensive contributions. Offensively, he gets you goals, he gets you assists. He's very involved in the final third. He is on penalties. I feel like he's worth every penny. Against the West Ham team, trust me, I don't need to say anything. You know exactly how bad West Ham are. Like, sometimes you don't need to say anything. Silence is the best answer. Then I've got Mo Salah. I haven't really been too impressed with him, but the fact that it is a free hit and I had cash available, I looked at Mo Salah and I said, away to Crystal Palace, Selhurst Park, difficult ground to go to. You could even make a case of bogey ground for Liverpool. But I just look at Mo Salah and say, you've mastered the arts where the performances might not be great, but you're definitely getting yourself some form of G8. And that's why I need an FPL. I don't care about the performances. I need G8. And then in attack, once again, very self-explanatory. Erling Haaland, the goal-scoring machine. He's feeling himself. Pep came out today and said, I have a very good feeling about this season. Phil Foden is back in the mix. Listen, the 4-5-1. I look at this team and I say, if there's one week where I'm about to crack triple digits, it must be this. It must be this. I look at every them and their fixtures, the opposition. Like, come on. Everybody needs to be scoring heavily for me this week. If not, it's crazy. But if not, we will definitely dissect it on this channel this time next week. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on another one.